Previously on Survivor. After surviving a tense tribal, Doug and Sadie increased their hold on PASCALA. During the Gen Ed challenge, only those who failed to win immunity would be sent to tribal. Doug and Santi coordinated their tribes to target Eric.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
And despite his best efforts,
he created a group chat with me and Angie, and it's called Let's Not Get Voted Out.
Eric was eliminated. 14 remain, who will be voted out tonight.
Abby, no, I'm sorry, we had to give you okay, you're still like, I like Eric.
So Eric got voted out. I think the important part of that vote was whether we threw 2 votes at Angie or Abby. We are down in numbers, 6 to 8, but I think there's a couple people in the other tribe that I can trust. Hopefully Angie going forward, and I think I can trust Liam.
I like Eric. He's a good
stick
person.
to the plan and not.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought that was gonna go sideways.
No, I knew.
I was very
I knew.
worried
I was
how
like,
that was gonna go.
Of
Of course, Doug is roommates with Santi. Delaram is roommates with Abby. So we'll see how those relationships are going forward. And I don't know that the 6 to 8 numbers is gonna matter because there's gonna be a tribe swap. It's no fun if Anders doesn't watch us have to get along with business majors.
But I mean, it worked out either way.
We gotta win.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line. We gotta win.
Part of it was kind of sad because the tribal he basically knew it was gonna be him, so part of it wasn't as satisfying as if he thought he was gonna get me out and then we could have just gotten him out. But I mean, that sounds mean. This is where it gets tricky. Now that there are only 6 of us, I wouldn't say that there's necessarily an easy vote. So hopefully we don't have to vote out someone else.
At this point, I'm looking for the merge, which is obviously too early, but the same.
We have to be thinking about that.
Yeah,
I think,
it's a consideration.
we have
We're
to
down
win.
to what, 14 now?
14.
Yeah.
It could happen in as soon as 3 more weeks.
No, it could happen
Merge.
as soon as 2 more weeks.
As long as Angie didn't get voted out, everything was good with me. I think it's interesting how that their tribe chose to cut off one of their own members and reduce their numbers rather than take advantage and vote one of ours.
I was so thrilled to hear that Eric went home. My enemy finally left the game. He was coming after me, and I'm happy that everyone voted the way they did to prove that Dane can be trusted. I felt so good about our 6, and I was we're strong, we're united, we're together, we're fine. And I knew that 8 of them, there were a lot of cracks in them. 8's a little too big. They've all been unanimous votes. Obviously there's going to be some kind of divisions. So yeah, Liam's talking to Amanda, and they're updating each other. I don't think they're gonna work together. I think they're just kind of talking. Jasmine has been talking a lot to Sadie. She told her about, she didn't mention names, but that she's in a strong 4-person alliance. She said.
Are you sure she didn't mention names?
She did not mention names.
100%
I'm
sure.
100% sure. The thing that's so different about this Survivor is that people talk on other tribes and stuff. So there's connections everywhere.
Jasmine.
I know.
Sadie. I mean, I could, they're strong together. It's scary.
So Doug and I, it's going really well right now. We've told each other basically everything that's going on, who we're working with, who we trust, who we don't trust.
You said a lot of people. This is the only 2 that.
I meant as in quality over quantity.
Okay.
Now that Eric's gone, it means I can be happy and be in peace with my tribe. I feel so good about Amanda, Tim, Sadie, Delaram, and Dane that I do not feel worried. I would feel comfortable going with them. I don't think I'd go home. I'm finally comfortable in my tribe.
Honestly, it sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but it's not who I imagine would go home. Because Eric played disadvantage on me, that really meant a lot. I just felt really bad that he stayed with me and I couldn't really be there for him.
I think we both had targets too because we have our roommates.
You and Sadie definitely hit it off since day 1.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think me, you, and Sadie should make a 3-person alliance.
No, I think that's already a
It was
thing.
just it was already unofficial.
Yeah,
but,
it was assumed.
yeah, exactly.
I have a lot of strong feelings towards Sadie and Doug. We're really tight and have each other's backs. I know for sure. Me and Dane, even though I've known him for a really long time, we're in the same fraternity. My bond with Sadie and Doug is a lot stronger.
Well, how do you with Abby? Do you think you could work with her?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, like she's down.
Yeah.
Okay, like she'd like come to our side. And it's like
I mean, she trusts
Sadie.
me the most, obviously.
Right.
So far in the game, Abby and I haven't really needed to strategize much because there's not really much to do. We tell each other, we gossip to each other at night. Every night before we go to sleep, we're like, Abby, I'm a survivor. Just kidding.
So me and Sadie were actually in the middle. So we do not want to choose a side. We know like the merge or the swap's going to happen at some point. So we really felt good. And we really did feel good about all 6 of us. So we really knew that we needed to win this.
Welcome, survivors, to your next challenge. Eric was voted out at the last challenge. We are now down to the final 14, so congrats for making it 6 tribals through. I know there's been a lot of twists, and we've had individual immunity, and then we've had sort of a weird Gen Ed challenge, but I can guarantee you this time it will be tribal immunity. One tribe will be safe, we'll get clues to the hidden immunity idol, and the other tribe will go to tribal council. Got some bad news though, because you're going to be playing in different tribes. Drop your buffs.
Mine is not one.
I'd like to call this the major change, because now we're no longer going to be divided by STEM and humanities. Reveal.
Nice. Keep going. Yo, Red Squad.
New PASCALA, we have Jasmine, Dane, Morgan, Amanda, Santiago, Angie, and Tim. And on New Chikasha, we have Josh, we have Doug, Delaram, Sadie, Abby, Mike, and Liam. And now, we're going to get into our next challenge. It is called Survivor Sumo. As you can see behind me, we have a ring made out of cones. Similar to Steal the Bacon, I'm going to say I need guys or I need girls. It's going to be one-on-one matches, so there's not going to be 4 people in that ring. The 2 people in the ring will use these and try to push each other outside of the ring. The first to 7 points wins the challenge, gets immunity, will not be going to tribal council, and that tribe will also receive a clue to the hidden immunity idol. Doug versus Tim. Old PASCALA tribe mates facing off. Remember, it is best of 7. Survivors ready.
Let's go, Doug.
Go!
Let's go, Doug. On, Tim. On, Doug.
There you go.
Tim standing steady while Doug is trying his best to push him off balance.
There you go. Keep fighting. You got it.
It is an even match right now between the PASCALA tribe mates. Oh, Doug is getting close to the edge. Now Tim is close to the edge. And that is a point for New Chikasha. Tim barrels straight into my team. We got Morgan from PASCALA, and we have Abby from Chikasha.
Let's go, Abby.
Survivors ready.
You got it, Abby.
Go!
There you go, Abby. There you go, Abby.
Morgan, stand up and push her up.
Morgan, just stand on the ground. Abby, not pushing her at all. Abby, just, you can roll her out.
Abby, get low.
You can roll her out.
Abby, let her now.
Go, Morgan, go!
You got this.
Watch back. There you go. Get her, let her push it.
All right. We're gonna reset. Yep. Survivors ready. Go. Morgan once again going with the quick attack. Abby is just pushing Morgan. And Morgan is out. All right. It is Mike up next versus Dane. All right. Survivors ready. Go! Mike going straight out of the gate, just pushing Dane out. Come on, Dane! Come on, Dane! Get him under her!
You got it, keep going. Go,
Come on, Dane! Dane trying to get up. Dane! Yeah, Dane! Dane is out! That was a good fight, Dane. That's real Quidditch power. That's a good fight, Dane. Santiago versus Josh, another old Chikasha matchup. Survivors ready. Go!
Come on, Josh.
Let's go!
And Josh is already out! That's quick!
Everybody gets one.
All right, Survivors ready. The score is 3-1. Go!
Got it.
Come on, Angie, you got it. Oh, you got it. You got it.
Get low.
Yeah.
Get low.
Yes. Push out. Yes. That's out. Come on, let's go. Come on, Angie, you got it. You can stand.
Go. There you go. Spin around. Angie, go.
Come on, down. You got it. Here you go. You back up. Push for it.
Push.
Yeah. Push. One more. Yes.
Sadie, the intramural champion. Score is 3-2. Go!
Come on, Abby. Put that foot down. Play. Kick. Go.
You got it. You're low, Sadie. Yes, you got it. Yes.
There you go.
Jasmine, that wasn't out. We have Santi for PASCALA, Liam for Chikasha, old Chikasha friends, now having to fight each other. Survivors ready. Go! Amanda versus Abby. The score is 4-3. Survivors ready. Go!
Yeah, Amanda,
running a turn, standing still.
Abby down. Yeah, blow up. Yeah, let's go.
All right, we are having Doug against Dane. Both old PASCALA members. Survivors ready. Go!
Yeah, Dane. Come on, get low. There you go, play your foot. Yeah, Dane. Stand up.
You're doing awesome, Dane.
Go. Push.
Doug calls for the ground.
Dane, you got it. You're so close.
There you go, Doug.
There you go. Nice.
Come on, Dane, push.
Push. One down. Dane, come on, Dane.
Push it.
All right, the score is now 4-5. All right, we have Sadie versus Amanda.
That knee's weak. Go, Sadie.
The score is 5-4. Survivors ready. Go!
Yeah.
Amanda's trying her best and Amanda's thrown out. The score is 6-4. We have Mike versus Tim. If Mike wins this, Chikasha wins the challenge and PASCALA is going to tribal council. Survivors ready? Go! Mike has advantage. Not to get pushed out by Mike.
Mike on top of Tim. Tim trying his best to get some sort of leverage.
And Tim is out. That is so important. Chikasha wins immunity. Congratulations, Chikasha, on a win.
Woo!
All right, who wants to claim this slightly broken immunity idol? All right, congratulations. You guys will not be going to tribal council.
Woo! Let's do it.
And you will also get a clue to the hidden immunity idol. PASCALA, unfortunately, one of your 7 games will end. But for now, got nothing for you. Free to go.
When we found out it was a physical challenge, I personally was very happy. I know I'm probably the strongest guy. I work out, I don't know if you guys can tell. Winning felt great. Like, I'm worried about my ass, and my ass isn't going to tribal, so that's fine. They just tribe swapped us, and it's not ideal.
It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. It's not
definitely not bad.
I mean, like, I don't feel like we put ourselves in a good position from the beginning that, like,
Our tribe has no problems with anyone in our tribe.
When I found out I had Liam, I was very excited. Me and Liam are still, we trust each other 100%. So I personally, I like Josh. Like, I like him. I just don't want him to go into the merge with an idol.
Now we're still friends with Josh.
Josh still thinks that we're friends, which is fine. Like, we can stay like that.
And honestly, I kind of like him. Like,
I don't dislike him. Yeah.
Like he's a decent guy, but
yeah, he's a very good guy. It's just like
he has guys.
Who do we have from the other tribe? We have Doug, Sadie,
and Delaram.
We can get Sadie. Sadie's like,
I kind of like Sadie.
I like Sadie too. But
I like Doug.
We're gonna have a hard time picking out anyone. I like Doug. I do like Doug. Like, we gotta start thinking of the merge now.
Right.
Because we're at 13.
We're only gonna have to knock out one, maybe two.
One, maybe 2 more. Like, maybe 3 if he wants to go down to 10.
I feel like Josh is with us, but I feel like Josh is more with Santi than Mike and I. I know, like, the 4 of us met and talked and stuff, but Mike and I can't really rely on him.
Josh, like, the only reason I say Josh is because I think he has the idol and he hasn't told us. You know what I mean? Like,
and like, if he takes an idol to the merge, like,
that's very dangerous.
I don't want to see that idol.
That is very dangerous if he takes the idol to the merge.
Right. The more I think about this, the more I'm just like, we kind of got a bad draw.
We got a very bad draw.
I mean, everyone I can work with, but like, what we want to do.
We gotta hope. We gotta hope Santi and Jasmine pull through.
Immediately I was thinking, like, I have to stick with Josh now because I don't have the numbers. I don't know how much I can trust Abby to go against PASCALA when they have a really tight alliance on our side already and we haven't even, like, talked. If we have Delaram and Abby, and that makes things kind of confusing because I immediately remember that they were roommates. So that could throw any ties away that she has with us or Chikasha. Because why would she vote against her roommate?
So what's up?
Not much.
How do you like the tribe?
I was about to say I love it.
Really?
It's like literally my alliance from my old tribe, and then we got Abby plus Quidditch.
Yeah.
And then there's Josh. So I don't know. I like it a lot. I like the makeup. I think we're pretty strong. Wow, my alliance from PASCALA is here. Like me, Sadie, Doug. And then it's my roommate, who obviously I'm pretty close to, and her 2 roommates. I mean, not it's my roommate and her 2 teammates, Mike and Liam from Quidditch. So, you know, they have like a lot of allegiance to each other. And
like, we're thinking we get Josh out right now, but if we lose, obviously. But like, the thing is, we think he has the idol.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
But that means we can't vote him, or
well, I mean, we can. We would just have to make sure he's safe. He thinks he's safe.
Oh, so he wouldn't use his idol.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, solid.
I go to bed and wake up and actually get a text from like all the 4 old Shikashi members, and they all text me and tell me that like they want to meet up and talk. So I was like, I'm in the minority. Shouldn't I be reaching out to everyone? So I was like, okay, this seems good.
Are you good with like getting Josh out of this?
Yeah.
So he has no idea that he's like in danger.
Really?
Yeah.
I knew that I liked you and Liam before. I haven't really talked to Abby that much, like a little bit.
Are
so
you like you're close with Sadie, right?
Yeah, me and Sadie are like.
How close are you with Delaram?
I know Doug and Sadie are tight, and I know Doug, Sadie, and Delaram are like kind of like, I guess, I don't know how tight they are, but I know that they're trying to stick together.
I trust Sadie. Then Delaram, it's like we really like each other as like people, but we haven't really talked that much game.
Yeah, I heard that she's kind of like out of it a little bit, but everyone really likes her.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like Abby's almost the same way.
Abby's the
like,
same way, yeah.
There's no one like really talks that much game with.
Yeah.
But,
like she's not doing much.
Right.
It's having Santi's roommate Doug is very interesting because, like, Doug's seen me, Santi, Liam meet up like a bunch. Doug said that he really liked me to Santi, and Santi like texted me that immediately. And we're honestly looking towards a new alliance, like, because I know Sadie wants to work with us, and I know Doug really likes me, so I feel like that could potentially be like a new alliance.
Because I know Abby and Josh like just don't like each other. Because like literally every time I hear Abby like, hey, you want to get out Josh? Josh, you want to get out Abby? So it's like, I mean, I'm 100% good for like Josh.
So I think honestly, as long as no one tells him, which like
I mean he's
stupid
no one
to
will tell him.
Yeah, because
It's just like
whoever tells him could go home. Like
yeah,
it's be dumb. And so far, what we want to do is get Josh out and flush the idol. But that's not what I want to do. I would love to blindside Liam, but I don't know if I'd have the votes for that right now. So I think it's gonna depend on how well we do as a tribe, and how like what happens on the other tribe to see like what the numbers are.
Right before challenge, I was at a barbecue stuffing my face with hamburgers, cake, chips, all of this delicious food, and after this challenge, I'm literally just huffing and puffing, wanting to throw this all up, and not worth it, guys. Don't ever eat before a challenge, just no, don't do it. After challenge, I'm driving back Jasmine, Morgan, Dane, and Amanda. I dropped off Jasmine, Morgan, and Amanda, and they're walking their separate ways, whatever. And I'm driving Dane back to his place. Basically, Dane straight up says, I want Amanda out. And I'm like, interesting. He's sticking to Amanda. Like, he's not changing his mind at all when we're talking. So after this car ride, I'm like, okay, I guess Amanda's going home because Dane's on board. And, like, I have Jam and Santi who's gonna vote Amanda.
The two clearly weakest players were Amanda and Morgan. And so I was kind of between the two, but I honestly felt like Amanda had been in the game for just way too long, and like she should have been out first or second or third week, and she's still here for some reason, despite not contributing much to our tribe at any point.
Me not being much involved in other tribes' politics, learned that apparently Dane has been trying to get Amanda out forever. Apparently he's not good at it because clearly 4 people got voted out for her, but that's irrelevant.
All
I miss
on their
you.
time. You too.
I wish we were on the same tribe, honestly. I was definitely so happy that like me, Angie, and Morgan were together, but I was kind of pissed that Sadie wasn't on my tribe, and I'm like really pissed that Liam wasn't on my tribe because now like Sadie and Liam can't help me and I can't help them. I don't know if Santi's like down with it. Well, he was like, yeah, we would have the vote, but
Did you talk to him already?
yeah, I texted him a little bit. He's like, we would have the vote.
You probably want to hit Morgan.
I mean, I know Santi's not close to Morgan. Santi's close to Angie. So Santi would have no problem sending Morgan home, especially after the poor performance like last night. So I think the vote this time is definitely going to be a tough one and a lot of scrambling.
I think he's gonna go for Morgan, and I think you should save Morgan. I think you can get the votes from Amanda and Tim to vote out Dane.
You think so?
Yes,
Okay.
that was who was next on their tribe.
Okay.
Dane was the next person to go on their tribe. 100%. It was probably going to be unanimous.
Angie doesn't lie to me. Jasmine doesn't lie to me. And Morgan doesn't lie to me. This is the group that I want to go to the end with. I'll do whatever I can to make sure that they're all safe as well.
I think you, just you, should meet with Tim and Amanda, because I know they talk to each other, and make them feel like it's a you three. You can vote out Santi.
Fuck!
You can now.
Fucking crazy.
You fucking can though now.
What do you think?
You're working 2 threesomes at once. Right? You take Dane out.
Right.
And then you take Santi out.
Dane is throwing around my name.
I know
So
he is.
yeah.
I'm aware of that, yeah.
Yeah.
I like Amanda. If the girls can gain her trust, then she can gain their trust. Could be a mutually beneficial situation.
I would recommend that you have a conversation with the girls and discuss voting out Dane. I think Santi is I think he kind of likes Dane. I mean, like, you can talk to him. If you get out Dane this time, then people will feel more comfortable about voting out somebody on our original tribe, on their original tribe. The second time, if they'll maintain a majority after it, you know what I'm saying?
Liam is aligned with all of the girls. I don't know how closely aligned he is with Morgan, but he's close with Jasmine and Angie. And I don't know whether he has my back or not. I don't know whether to trust him.
Dane does not like you.
Why does Dane hate me?
He
I
does not
don't
like
know. We have Tim, who I like. I didn't like you as much at first, but now, like, you're kind of my favorite person in this game. And after being put on the same tribe with him, I absolutely have to trust him the most.
But I told Dane Morgan this week and then you next week. Because he was like, I just want to get Amanda out. I'm like, I think it might be better if we, like, do Morgan this week. Like, I feel like they're equal competitive wise, like, for the challenges. And, like, we can push off Amanda to next week.
We lost. This is seems like the 1000th time I've gone to tribal, and I'm getting good at going to tribal, which is not a good thing to be good at, because every single time you go, it's like risky. So on this tribe, there are 4 Shikasha and 3 Pascala, and I'm not too worried about that, because I know my boy Santi will pull through and vote with me to keep me, like, safe in this game.
Santi will vote with us, I think.
Liam was saying, like, it's like Dane and then Morgan, because they were like, I think they'll trust you more if, like, you're willing to vote someone off of your own tribe first. But, like, I don't really want to do that. I think we gotta, like...
I think competition-wise, I think it's better to keep Dane.
Yeah. Yeah.
Compared to Morgan.
I did worse than Morgan, though. But, like, I mean...
Yeah, but I like you, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So my relationship with Amanda has been pretty, like, much solidified through this tribe swap. Before, it was me, Doug, and Sadie. This tribe swap really changed that for me, because now I gotta work with her, and she definitely has pull on both sides. The girls are probably gonna hit Amanda up to try to work with her somehow, just like girl power, like stay together.
I know it seems kind of bad because, like, we're 4 and you guys are 3.
Yeah.
Like, I know how it seems like that, but, like, I'm just gonna tell you now, like, I don't want you out. Like, I kind of like you. Like,
thank you.
I don't know. I
like
feel
it.
like really funny at the party. I was like, I like you, and I don't know. I feel like you're pretty trustworthy. So, like, this is honest. Like, I don't want
thank
you.
you. Yeah,
at least I
feel
don't
that.
want you out.
All
Like,
right.
Like, Dane, I'm not so sure about. Okay, this week, who would you, like, prefer to get out?
Are you close with Morgan?
Kind of, but I'm closer to Angie. Like, I don't want you guys to think, like, oh, we're gonna take off Dale and then we're just gonna pick you guys up one by one. Like,
Yeah,
that's not gonna be the case.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that.
Like,
I understand.
you know what I mean? Like,
No,
I don't.
I trust you.
Yeah, and, like, I'm definitely willing to work with you and Amanda.
He's like, you seem like a really honest person, and I'm just being honest here, and I really like you, and I think we really should work together. I'm like, oh yeah, and, like, I'm pretty close to Amanda too, and I feel like she'd vote with us. And she's the same thing, like, oh yeah, I like the 3 of us, like, I really trust you guys, I'm gonna meet up with her later. I'm like, I'm feeling great. Jasmine, you were so nice.
Say we get Dane out, would you want to get, like, Morgan or someone out next time? Or would you want to go for, like, a bigger threat?
I would feel more Morgan just because I wouldn't want to be down in numbers that much, so I'd be the only guy. So you're thinking
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Santi or something?
That would be a huge blindside.
Yeah.
That would be insane.
No, but I feel like it's too...
That's, like, I don't know if that's, like, the way to go,
Mm.
because then we would just, like, suck at all the challenges.
Yeah.
Obviously, Morgan is one of my closest allies, and they were going to target her because of how poorly she had done in the challenge. I think Santi has a lot of power in my new tribe, and I think people, like, bow down to him like he's, like, king of the jungle or something. I don't know if him and Tim or him and Amanda or him and anyone on their tribe, besides for Doug, had a relationship before this swap, but it seems like they got real close real soon, so.
I see the next 2 votes, like,
we have to think about like repercussions from this vote. Like whoever we get out, like how's it gonna help us in the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the main thing, not just like who do you want to get out right now.
If I'm honest with these people and I give them an alternative, like I never trust people to just like take my word for it. Like it always has to be advantageous for them to follow like the plan that I lay out for them. Another incentive for them not to backstab you, if it makes sense not to backstab you.
I'm totally scared that the 4 Chikasha members are just gonna align and pick off all the PASCALA members. It would be too easy, honestly. Santi, I think, is not gonna vote for me this week or next week because he knows he wants to keep this tribe stronger, you know? He wants to win just as much as I do.
I know you don't know me at all. Like, I know that we don't know each other very
Right.
well. I'm just telling you from like an honest perspective.
Same.
Like, I work with Angie, okay? And Santi told Angie who he wants to work with post-merge, and he wants to work with Angie, Mike, Sadie, Doug, and Tim.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to work with you. Like,
Really? Yeah.
yeah, your name has actually been thrown around, like,
Yeah.
a lot.
After talking to Tim and Santi, I felt pretty good about going for Morgan, but I really wasn't sure at that point.
They actually like don't care what happens to you. Like Tim, I talked to Tim, he was like, oh, like Dana Morgan, like 1-2, like it doesn't matter.
Wow. Alright.
Did you not know that?
I
Tim
trusted
is a
Tim.
snake. I let Dane know he was on the bottom to try to persuade him to come to our side because Morgan, Angie, and I know that Dane and Amanda don't like each other and they're kind of like, apparently Dane has wanted Amanda out since day one, so we try to use that as an argument for them to vote against each other. Me and Angie and Morgan, like we care more about you like than they do.
Than they do. Really?
And like, if you want to make a big move, this is definitely like a good time to prove yourself.
What alliance are you proposing here? You, me, and Morgan, and then who is the other person you want to work with to get numbers on our side?
Angie.
Angie, yeah.
Listen, Angie's very trustworthy.
See, that's the thing. I trust Angie, honestly. Like, we
Me
were talking
too.
after
Me too.
we dropped off everybody at like this area here. We drove back and we're like, I just want to be honest.
I don't know what he's gonna do though because he's like, oh, let me think about it, which is code word for like probably not.
And then Tim and Santi we're talking together and we're just like, oh, they're like, you know, I don't know if I trust Morgan. Let's go for Morgan. And so I was with them and going for Morgan. And now talking to you, it's much more realistic to go for Amanda.
Look, if we got Amanda out this time, we could just like low-key take over the tribe.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it could be the 4 of us and we could run through.
And then we could get rid of Santi or Tim, whoever you want. We get rid of whoever we want.
Yeah. Jasmine was trying to get me to come into an alliance with her and Morgan and Angie so that we could have the number of 4 that would be needed to just, like, you know, knock the rest of the guys out and we could ride it out through the merge. But no, I was seeing through that bullshit. I'm well connected with Sadie and Doug on the other tribe. They're my best connections. They're better than anybody I know on my current tribe. It started, I was talking to Angie and we were talking about Amanda and how she's clearly the weakest on the tribe, like she is. Then I talked to Santi, who for Amanda or for Morgan. And he came across trustworthy, but I don't know if I trust him yet. He seems like a very smooth talker. I go meet with Jasmine. She and Angie and Morgan are like really tight. So if I go with them, we have this really strong 4-person alliance that goes through. I know you're laughing right now, like this is so not true. But there was that, and she's just like, Tim was definitely throwing your name around. He's like not gonna hesitate to turn on you.
I promise you, Tim.
I'm sure. I know. I don't get that vibe at all from Tim.
Yeah.
We're both mid-level players. Like we're not super strong. We're not strong people are gonna go out of the merge.
Yeah.
The weak people go out before then, and it's like we need to watch out for each other.
But Santi did not want you at all. He's willing to vote Morgan out.
Yeah.
And Tim, Amanda, and you obviously would like vote her out. So I think 100% that'd be in your guys' best interest. Morgan like is like a vote. Like
Exactly.
she's like just a vote for their side.
I really appreciate the alliance that I have with Doug and Sadie because they've honestly just helped me out and helped me feel like I'm not just gonna get picked off this week.
So I talked to Dane. Okay. He talked to Jasmine. Jasmine told him that you're leading a charge against Dane and really want to get him out. And that she proposed her, Angie, Morgan, and Dane for like a 4-person deal. Jasmine! I hate her! I hate her! Tim liked her and I was like, stop! I hate her! So Sadie told me that Jasmine, Angie, and Morgan are in an all-girls alliance. So I was like, okay, I won't tell anyone. And I told Santiago about that to make him nervous. Jasmine and Morgan, I really want out. I know Jasmine's been talking to everyone. She is all over the place. She has an alliance with Mike, Liam, Santi. She has an alliance with Abby, Sadie. Tim really liked her, and I was like, Tim, you know better.
Okay, so Dane wants to work with you guys, and I told Dane to trust you, and he already trusts. Like, I told him, I was like, I know you and Amanda haven't been as close. Suck it up and like do this, because obviously Morgan's. Just
It'll get him to the merge. Can't promise anything from there, but
yeah. Tim is leading a charge against him. Around Jasmine. He knows. He was like, he's like, how did she lie to me? Unless wait, did you actually?
Yeah. Not this week, next week.
Oh, that's really funny.
After I meet with Jasmine, she throws around my name, she throws around Santi's name, and she throws around Amanda as all 3 possible targets. I'm like, girl, are you kidding me? You just lied to my face. I wanted to work with you, and you said, screw that, I'm not doing that anymore.
So I want Jasmine to go.
We can do
this. Like, I know, but like, why don't we do it? It's just like, I hate switching. Let's do it! Alright, we're doing it. Let's do it.
Jasmine has been talking to everybody. She pulled an Ivy on this one. I also found out that there was like a girl alliance was a thing between her, Morgan, and Angie. Even if they don't want me out right now, say we all vote along, they could easily sway Dane to vote against me if we lose another tribal and take me out before the merge.
And then Jasmine's like, oh, Tim, I really, really like you. Like, we really clicked in the party. Like, you seem like such an honest guy. Like, I'm being really honest with you here. I really like you and Amanda. Oh my god! Like, even through text, like, I'm just being honest. Like, let me just be real honest for a second. Your final 3 guys. I'm like really friendly with you. I don't get how nobody knows they were really close to each other. Like,
people have told me like negative things about both of you. Where I'm just like,
whoa, what do they say about me?
Negative, like, it's not funny. I only laugh at his jokes for his approval.
What?
No!
What?
It was when T was like.
I trust Tim. Tim's got my back. We were on the same floor last year. We were tight. We played it down. It's been a thing all along. And Tim's got Amanda's vote. I got Angie.
Tim, Dane, Amanda want to go for Morgan.
Okay.
Jasmine and Morgan want to go for Amanda.
Not Dane?
No. I think Morgan has like really been a liability in challenges.
Something happened. Someone fucked up. Someone is flipping. I don't know what's going on because Santi and Tim want Morgan out. Now Santi and Tim are working together. That means that Santi has more power. Like, what do I mean to him now? And at this point, Santi thinks I'm a freaking pawn. Like, I'm wrapped around his finger. Like, I'm gonna do whatever he says.
I don't know. How close are you with like Morgan?
I'm closer to Jasmine than Morgan. If we get Morgan, then it's gonna be 3 of them, and then 3 over Shakasha.
I know.
And I think once they get Morgan out, Tim and Amanda are not.
They'll be fine getting Dane out.
I think they're just saying that, to be honest. And I'm telling you straight up, people think you're a threat, so they're gonna want to vote you out after the merge. Like,
Yeah,
they're
but
being
I
nice
think-
to you now, but they're gonna turn on you.
But I think Morgan is one of those people.
Well, she'd rather have you than like the PASCALA people for sure.
Angie's the most indecisive person I've ever met. Literally just talked to her for an hour last night, trying to convince her that we need to go Morgan. I don't think I need Angie's vote for right now, but if she doesn't vote Morgan right now, and like, how can I trust her going forward?
Was there like a girls' alliance going on in Shakasha?
Like me, Jasmine, Morgan,
Yeah.
Abby.
Not even Adam, because Adam.
No, because like we never even like talked that much.
Jasmine's been very low key about it, but like she's like legitimate, has like alliances with like everyone. Think about it.
Do you think she's a threat?
I think as like for social game, yeah.
I've like literally been completely 100% honest with Angie, told her everything, explained to her my strategy, trying to make it mutually beneficial, and she just like, she's thinking so far down the line that it's like so many possible scenarios, it's impossible to plan out. So Angie and I 100% have to stick together. on this one. If we don't, then that's like got the most implications for my game. If Tim, Amanda, or Dane get voted out tonight, then my back's against the wall. There's a huge incentive for Jasmine to wanting push to get me out, and I don't know that there'd be too much I could do, especially if Angie's voting along that. So
I would say Mike, Doug, and you are the people I trust the most. And then Tim is in there, and then I don't know Sadie at all, but she's really close with Doug. So those are people. That's a lot of numbers.
Santi's telling me all of this, and he's like, yeah, like it's gonna be us 5, like including you, Angie, and I'm sitting here like, dude, I don't have any relationship with any of the people that you just named. Like, how does that secure me? I feel like he's a freaking sneaky, smooth-talking, pretty-eyed boy.
Angie calls me at 3 a.m. like pick up, like a code red emergency. I just met with Santi, and she told me that Santi wanted Morgan out and then wanted me out next.
I assumed that Jam could work with Dane because when Dane brought up Amanda, Angie said sure. Again, she's not in our squad. Sure. But then Santi has obviously gotten to Dane because apparently things have turned towards me somehow. So I'm just gonna be blunt, Dane. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm fine with that because he is gunning for me, apparently.
Like, obviously we know that Santi wants me and Amanda out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and me.
Which doesn't really make any sense.
What, you two?
Yeah.
What did you do?
He just doesn't trust me.
I know, like, if we take out Santi is like a useful person in physical challenges, but he's not. It's not like he's a genius. For one, like, we're all smart people. We all go to
Yeah, we definitely are all, like, I don't know how.
Strategic.
I think he just is very, like, charismatic. Like, people just listen to him for some reason, which
Like
you
a
guys know more about
sociopath.
that than I do. Like, we get our tribes. There are 4 girls in our tribe. None of those girls are girls that I previously knew. I'm not very happy because apparently I hate working with girls. So this is not where I want to be right now. This is not good at all.
Kind of because like this is our first time working together. Like I'm willing to do Dane first, like as kind of like a show of like trust.
Coming from Chakasha and not knowing her at all and not having any rapport with her at all or having any kind of relationship, like just from that to like please vote with us, it's a big jump, right?
Why would
being so serious? Santi's being sketchy as fuck.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, you can't
That's
trust
literally
him.
what we're talking about.
He's
Yeah.
just
Like Santi like thinks right now that I'm voting for you, Morgan.
But you're not.
No.
Okay.
No.
Just to clarify, if the 4 people on this couch can be in agreement to Dane, it doesn't matter if anything else comes into play.
I get it. Like if I was Amanda, I wouldn't know what to do either because here are 3 girls that she really like barely knows, telling her to vote one way, and then here's Tim on her other side, who she's been working with for a long time, telling her to vote Morgan. And I know that's a tough choice because Santi, he told me him and Tim are actually like really close.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
so I'm getting.
This is why Santi's a
and then
dangerous
that's
person.
the thing. Like,
He's
are
gonna
you
steal your ally?
like? Do you actually trust him like 100%
And
at
I
this
did
point?
until like 5 minutes ago.
Either way, for Santi, he's like willing to take you off, and he told me that Tim was okay with it. So I'm telling you that right now.
I have Tim, who like is my closest ally in this game. Has kind of become my ride or die, not even by choice, but I really hope I can trust him. But he didn't tell me that him and Santi knew each other previously. I hope that he's smart enough to realize that that makes no sense for his game because Santi could easily win this game. Like, I feel like Tim is playing me at this point. Like, I don't know whether I like really trusted him before 2 hours ago, and now I'm getting less.
I
and
swear
less
to God,
sure.
all these guys are thinking they're pairing up with a girl and then just playing them as if like we're nothing, and they're just gonna like get like. I'm just so pissed off when it comes to that.
I think until tonight, I had no reason to believe that Tim was not looking out for me, but the girls really persuaded me and really made me question whether he does have my back. But I still don't know whether I can trust him, and it's a really, really risky move for me to just jump ship from Tim. Settled on Dane. They told me to vote for Dane. Like, it might not be the worst idea if we vote for Dane. I know you don't want to go behind Santi's back.
That's not my issue. My issue is we vote for Dane. Who's next?
You wouldn't want to vote out Santi, would you?
I mean, what's the purpose of that?
They were like, oh, Tim knows, like, Santi, like, Tim's gonna pick Santi over you, and I'm just like,
But it shouldn't matter. Like, we have the votes to, like, make sure you and me, and even Santi, like, make it through merge and make it, like, well into merge.
then it's like, he tries to carry you and tries to lose me. But now, at this point, I don't know whether to trust Tim, because I need Tim to, like, at least until the merge, like, have my back. And really, if I'm gonna work with Santi, have my back for the rest of the game, because Santi already threw out my name, which is not a good sign. This whole game would go crazy if we voted for Santi tonight. And I honestly think, like, if I said to the girls, like, let's vote Santi, they would do it. But it's like, do I want to do that now? Like, that might be suicide for my game later.
So if you vote with the girls, I guess Dane will go home this week. If you can convince them to not vote me out, and they vote Dane.
They will not vote you out.
So they vote Santi the week after.
They
Who are they tight with on the other tribe?
only Liam, that's the thing, but that's enough. And and Mike. And Angie made it sound like Morgan and Mike are like questionably like a thing, which I don't think that's true.
Like
but,
a thing or like
it wasn't. She wasn't even clear at all.
If Amanda wants to, she can just go to the 3 other girls that were Shikasha on PASCALA tribe, and then vote the 3 guys out through up to merge, and then post merge work with Liam and work with Mike, and just push themselves through to the merge and to the finals if they want to, as far as they wanted to go.
He's talking to everyone. All the girls were talking about how charming he is. I was like, what?
He's
not
charming?
Like, I was like, what? He's not charming. And they were like, he has such pretty eyes. And I was like,
That's
you
so
are not playing
funny.
the game. Like, I don't really like being in the swing vote position. I mean, it's good for 1 vote, but like next week I might be screwed. I'm making like the quote $1 million decision right here. I didn't think I'd be in this position.
PASCALA, welcome to your first tribal council. Tim, how does it feel for you? This is your 5th tribal council overall, and you're with a completely new tribe. You know, what's going through your head right now?
I'm definitely used to it at this point. I'm used to the stress that comes right before all the scheming and stuff. So just same old, same old.
Jasmine, how about you? How does this feel like to sort of have this plan going forward and then suddenly, bam, completely different. Your plan doesn't matter anymore.
I mean, I guess it just shows how much can change in this game and like in one challenge and like at any time. Just the fact that a tribe swap happened was like surprising, and I didn't know that was gonna happen at all.
Santi, I'm going to address the obvious. You know, there is a 4 old Shikasha and 3 old PASCALA mix in this tribe. Is it going to be straightforward? The 4 of you are going to take out one of the 3 of them?
I think when a tribe swap happens, you have to keep an open mind, because the old tribes are never going to be formed together just as they were again. So I see it as an opportunity to look for new allies and new people that want to work with you, and getting to know other people that you haven't had the chance to get to know.
Morgan, that can't be good to hear. I mean, one of those options could be you.
It's possible it could be anyone. I mean, I think the tribe swap is still a great opportunity to get to know more people. It shows you who's loyal and who's not, who you can trust, who might be more deceitful than others.
Angie, if what Santi is saying is true, is that there isn't this 4-3, what sort of divisions are there?
Yeah, I have no idea how it's gonna go on tonight. Because I feel like a lot of people are split between people. I want to say there's divisions. I feel like people are all just like talking to multiple people, so I don't know like if people are quote unquote like aligning with a group. I feel like everyone's just feeling everyone else out.
So Dane, at this point, how do you make the decision of who goes home?
That's a good question. You have to keep in mind what your future is going to be. I think there's a couple of people that could be voted for tonight, and I'm not going to lie, like everyone else here feels in danger, so everyone feels like their name could be on the chopping block.
So is the vote sort of on weakness and challenges?
It's a little bit about that, but you also have to think about what's going to go on post-merge. You know, you have to form alliances, you have to meet new people.
Tim, do you feel like the way that you guys were originally split, that the 3 PASCALA are going to stick together?
I'm not sure at this point. I think it could be strong for us, but at the same time, individual members might think it'd be stronger to like switch to another side, try to figure like if they think that they don't have the numbers, it'd be best for them to line to another side. Not that anybody's doing that. Hopefully.
Santi, what are the benefits of sort of breaking up this 4 Chikasha and making it sort of a mixed tribe?
Like Jasmine said, one tribal swap can change things a lot overnight, and things that you wouldn't see coming in a million years, and that makes you make decisions you didn't think you were originally going to make. The original 2-tribe system, it's going to be like no one's going to be thinking about that anymore. It's really just going to come down to who you trust, and you have to decide that, whether it's from your tribe or whether it's from the other tribe. And that's just a decision each person here has had to make individually, and I think it's going to become clear what decision each person made.
So Amanda, do you feel like this is the point in the game where a decision you make now will have huge effects on the rest of the game?
I think definitely after a tribe swap is when people start having to make hard decisions, because people, once you get to a tribe swap, people are thinking all the way down the road. I think before there's a tribe swap or a merge, people sometimes just don't think that far ahead and only think, okay, I'm gonna just try and make it to the merge. But now I think a lot of people in this tribe are thinking, how can I get like to the end of this game?
All right, we're gonna have to vote.
It's not going to be unanimous anymore.
Things can go either way this time.
This better freaking work or I'm going home. I can't even tell you how stressed I was about this.
In this game, you let the game come to you. You do not try to jump ahead and ruin a good thing.
Sorry. Goodbye.
Walking over here, I don't even know what to do. This is like, this is the hardest thing I've ever done. $1 million decision, right here. Not actually a million, I wish.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright. Once the votes have been read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Get some votes. First vote. Dane. 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 Jasmine. 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 The vote is 3 votes Jasmine, 3 votes Dane, 1 vote left. Seventh person voted out as survivor. Major conflict. Jasmine. That's 4. That's enough for tonight. Jasmine. Well, there was said to be division, and there is division. But there's still a lot of game to go, and if you're thinking ahead, it might be best to consider all options. Otherwise, got nothing for you. Where you go?
I was definitely blindsided. I had no idea that was coming at all. So props to whoever blindsided me. That was absolutely crazy and ridiculous. Probably shouldn't have trusted Amanda, but at this point, I felt like I kind of backed myself into a corner. It was probably because I had too many alliances and they thought it would be best to get me out. So I love Survivor. This is a great game. I've loved every minute of it. It's been the funnest thing ever, and I love playing. So good luck to everybody. I hope you all get the most out of this game and enjoy it while it lasts. And thanks for having me.
Next time on Survivor, a blindside leaves some looking for revenge.
I don't give a fuck about winning anymore. I really don't give a fuck about winning. I just give a fuck about fucking some people over.
And others just looking for more.